There's not a lot of happy emotions that come with PTSD. Most things revolve around pain. I love my family, but they're not getting any beneficial emotion from me. And it's not because I don't want it, it's just because everything hurts. I've been in the service for close to 8 years now. I'm a sergeant in the Marine Corps currently. I did 3 tours, 2 to Iraq, 1 to Afghanistan. Each tour was 7 months long. When I was first diagnosed with PTSD, it was actually right after my first deployment. It was also the same deployment that I was blown up by an IED. No physical effects showed from being blown up from the IED, but there were symptoms of PTSD that I was unaware of at the time.
The biggest things that I noticed with Jesse was just his patience and his anger level. He would go from completely fine to very angry in no time at all over something that didn't really make sense of what someone would get so angry over. When we would go out into crowds, Jesse would just be on edge. I could see him grinding his teeth. He wouldn't really have fun. He used to love being out.
When I got back from my 3rd tour, I never went out. I never did anything. I'd stay in the house and I wouldn't have the desire to do anything, and constantly thinking to myself that everything is painful and I don't want to deal with this. And that's a bad place to be in. PTSD affects my wife, and it's affected me in every way possible. And the way I see it is it's kind of like a bubble. They're in a bubble, I'm outside it to watch the bubble to make sure that they're okay. That's the way I'd like it to be, and it's not okay for that with a family, but that's still a work in progress. I have a daughter who's 5 years old, Tegan James, and I have a son, Levi, who's 6 months old. And I also have a service dog, Jag. She's been with us for about 6 months. The first time I saw Jag, the service dog that I am now, was when a few weeks when I got to the Wounded Warrior Battalion. 1011 Canines brought a few dogs, and Jag was one of them. She connected with me. When Jag came up, and she listens really well, and when she started doing that, it was a good feeling. It made me feel like I have control over something in my life.
Tender Loving Canines Assistance Dogs is a nonprofit organization that places service dogs with wounded warriors through our Addie's program. Specifically for Jesse and Jag, Jag has enabled Jesse to leave the house and to want to get out and become a member of society. Jag has helped decrease his symptoms of PTSD, and Jag basically knows how to react to his triggers. So Jag has really opened many doors for Jesse in terms of getting out into the community and helping him live his life to the fullest with the symptoms of PTSD that he has.
Our relationship has changed since Jag. We're able to do more as a family now that we have Jag, because before Jag, Jesse never wanted to leave the house.
A lot of times when people are traumatized, they don't talk about their trauma because they feel like it's too much for another person to handle. They don't want to burden anyone else with their traumatic experience. But being with a dog or any other sort of animal for service purposes, I imagine would be really beneficial.
Jag is definitely the bridge between my bubble and my family's bubble. Because of the way Jag takes care of me and the mood that she gives me, it allows me to be calm and to spend more time with my kids. I believe that animals can play a big part in helping you heal mentally, emotionally. It's a constant therapy is what it is, and you don't have to talk to them. You know, you don't have to do anything. You just have to be there for them and let them help you.
Jesse and Jag are like best friends. Jag absolutely loves him, and she would do anything just to make him happy. And Jesse absolutely loves her,
I absolutely love Jag. I couldn't imagine anything without her.